I've been a gamer for almost 2 decades now. I've seen my favorite game franchises come and go, some of them just becoming a shadow of their former selves, completely abandoning the what made the game special. Saints Row is one that I can think of off the top of my head, but there are countless others. But this has honestly got to be the biggest disappointment that I've ever experienced. Ever. I'm not angry. I'm just sad. Sad to see what has happened to my favorite game series of all time. Fallout 4 is my favorite game of all time. I spent countless hours on that game, and to this day, I still play it 3 years later. It is, without a doubt, my favorite game of all time. So, I was very excited when I first saw the trailer for Fallout 76. But then I saw the leaks from Jason Schreyer of Kotaku, and while I kept trying to deny that his reports were accurate, but deep down, I probably knew that he was right. Because this guy, say what you want about Kotaku, say what you want about Jason Schreier, but he is one of the most credible video game journalists out there. And deep down, I knew that. Even though I was in deep denial about this game, Fallout 76, being entirely online, I was trying to just ignore it. Just wait for E3. Wait for E3. He might have just gotten something wrong. Maybe he's wrong. Maybe his reports were wrong. But deep down, I knew he wasn't wrong. But I just did not want to believe it. Bethesda Game Studios, the studio that prides itself in developing single-player experiences, has taken a path to the dark side. Fallout 76 will be entirely online, completely abandoning what made Fallout special. It is being allowed to do whatever you want, playing in a single-player environment, in a online digital age where everything else has some kind of forced online features. But when you get a game from Bethesda Game Studios, you know everything's in the game, and all gamers, no matter what their internet connection is, no matter what part of the world they're in, that may not have good access to internet, you're going to have the same exact experience. Everybody across the board. That's what makes Bethesda Game Studios special. In an environment where literally every major release is just nothing but online crap, microtransactions everywhere you look, 12-year-olds screaming on the microphone, Bethesda was always a good escape from that. Bethesda Game Studios always delivered an experience that reminded you of the good old days, where you could just play your game offline. You don't have to worry about always being connected to the internet, about dealing with squeakers on the microphone, or just dealing with people in general. Sometimes you just want to chill and play a game by yourself. Apparently, that's too much to ask for these days. I'm just at a loss for words right now. I don't know what to say about this. It's just very saddening to see another one of my favorite game franchises die. And this is the death of Fallout. Without a doubt. This is the death of Fallout. Fallout will never recover from this because you're going to bring in new people that all they care about is playing online, playing these games like Ark and Rust. You know, these open world survival online games that I find to be the antithesis of fun. The opposite of what a video game should be. But people love these games. People love DayZ. People love Rust, where, you know, you're just enjoying yourself, playing a game, and then out of nowhere, some asshole decides to ambush you and shoot you down. Now, I know they say your progress carries over, but building is a huge aspect of this game. And they did say in the trailer, watch out, because other players might get you with a nuclear bomb. So, you're building shit, you spend all these hours building, and then some asshole decides to launch a nuclear bomb, and then all your shit is lost. You could just die out of nowhere. That does not sound like fun to me. Forget the online thing. Oh, the game is online. Not just online, but forced online. It's entirely online, which is kind of like the opposite of what Bethesda Game Studios has been preaching. Didn't they just have, a few months ago, the Save Player 1 campaign to save single-player games? Yeah, you're doing a great job at that, BGS. Are you kidding me? But even beyond that, let's say you love online games. How does this sound like any fun to you when some asshole, some 12-year-old asshole can just launch a nuclear bomb out of nowhere and destroy everything you've worked on. Oh, that sounds so fun. Yeah. Sign me up. This is just ridiculous. It's an insult. And remember, this is not ZeniMax Studios. This is Bethesda Game Studios. If it was another studio that decided, okay, we're going to make a Fallout Online game, and they made it clear from the beginning in the trailer, this is an online game, instead of cock-teasing Fallout fans so everyone tunes into their E3, it's just... It's disgusting. It's honestly disgusting. And Bethesda was like the last ray of light in an industry where all of these developers and publishers go down dark paths and all they do is just milk the cow. Bethesda Game Studios was the only developer left that didn't focus on online games, that didn't focus on online. It still focused on single player. And they just completely threw that out the window. And I don't want to hear, oh, you're still getting Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield. Yeah, when? 2020? 2021? They did say these are next-gen games. When are the next-gen consoles coming? We still don't know. I'm very sad right now. Because Fallout 4 was my favorite game. Being able to, build in peace. It was just such a peaceful thing to do, when you're feeling down and you just want to relax, launching Fallout 4 and just building your troubles away was a very nice thing for me. And Fallout 76, I just want to build in peace, but that seems impossible. Because some 12-year-olds are going to come in, kill me, take all my shit, and it's just going to be awful. I'm not going to buy this, by the way. And I hope people who agree with me don't support this garbage. They need to learn their lesson. You are not going to kill our franchise, our favorite game franchise. You are not going to go back on your word. Oh, we care about single player. We are focused on delivering single player experiences, and then backstab everyone who believed you. Because you're not. You're going back on your word. You promised that you were committed to delivering single-player experiences for us. I always appreciate developers trying to take a series into a new direction, but when it's not broken, don't try and fix it, okay? Especially when you take the one thing away that made you guys unique. It made Fallout unique, Elder Scrolls unique, is the offline experience. And I could be okay with Elder Scrolls Online existing because a different studio made it. But Bethesda Game Studios making an online-only game is completely unacceptable. And I am not going to support this garbage.